Okay, good morning, wafflers. You join us on a Tuesday. It's quite a pleasant Sunday morning. I'm going to go for a drive from here, which is Binbrook, back home to Immingham. It's quite a nice drive, quite picturesque. Hopefully it won't rain, and we might be able to get some nice scenery. A few things to talk about. I came back from Turkey on Friday, having spent 10 weeks in Marmaris. Not 10 weeks, sorry, 10 days in Marmaris. 10 weeks, Christ. Do your head in. 10 days in Marmaris. Went with 13 friends, and on the whole, it was a lovely holiday. It was nice. The weather for the first 2 days was awful. It rained like crazy, but then it sorted itself out and it was like normal Marmaris weather. It's the third year I've been in a row, but I don't think I'll be going back next year because there's only so much you can see and do, and we've done it all. So I'm going to try somewhere else next year for a holiday, but the holiday was nice. I was poorly for some of it. I had a chest infection, which was a bit grim, and I get a chest infection about once a year. I'm still not 100%, but I had to get some antibiotics while I was out there because I was really sort of not very well at all. But apart from that, it was okay. But the thing with Marmaris, though, it's all very samey. Every bar you go in of an evening, it's the same kind of theme, it's the same songs, it's waiters prancing about with trays on their head and balancing bottles on their head, and doing the same dance to the same songs, and every bar's the same, and it's just like rinse repeat everywhere you go. And it's all right, but it's not really my cup of tea. If I won the lottery and I had the chance to own a bar in Marmaris, I'd have a rock and metal bar, just to sort of like provide somewhere to go that listens to a bit of different music than big box, small box ice cream cone and sex on the beach and all that crap. I found it a bit boring and monotonous towards the end, and I just about had enough and was ready to come home. I mean, I'm not being a killjoy or a fun sponge, but it's not my kind of music, you know. I'm a rocker, I'm a metalhead, and there's no scope for that in Marmaris. So next year I'll be going somewhere different and doing something different, and I'll possibly take my granddaughter on a holiday next year because she's never flown and I know she wants to. I think she's got a granddad's adventurous spirit. So yeah, that was Marmaris. The hotel we stayed in was lovely. The food was amazing. It was the ideal prime hotel. It was a 5-star hotel, all inclusive. The staff were really attentive, absolutely lovely. Couldn't do enough for you. And like I say, it was all inclusive, so it was all you could eat, all you could drink. And the evening entertainment was okay. Yes, it was a nice hotel, it was lovely. So that's that. Got back on Friday. Couldn't wait to get home and give my cats a cuddle because I missed them both like mental. So they got lots of looks and cuddles when I came in on Friday. And I'm glad this cat has turned him because following him, quite frankly, was boring. So yeah, now back to doing what I love best, which is driving my car, which always makes me happy. That's what you want from a car. I could never buy a car just for functionality, you know, gets me from A to B. Boring! Car should put a smile on your face, make you feel good about life. So we're doing this drive this morning. I'm now up to 19 subscribers. So I've had a few extra, so that's really nice. Thank you for supporting the channel. And if you're watching this, it doesn't cost anything to click the like and subscribe button. There's no fees, there's no monthly charges or anything like that. It just shows your support for the channel. So if you could hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, you'd be doing me a massive. And I've got to get past this car because it's quite frankly boring. And yeah, a bit of support for the channel would be lovely. Down this hill, round this corner. Lovely, Mr. Cyclist. 30 miles an hour, don't slow down. Don't want to be breaking the speed limit. Old man and his dog. So, it's a nice morning. Hopefully the rain will stay off. I'm still a bit chesty. What else is to talk about? Yeah, what did I miss while I was away? Has anything significant happened in the UK over the past 2 weeks that I haven't seen on the news? Now, Keir Starmer's approval rating seems to be continually tumbling, which is great because he's an idiot. And in all the people I speak to about what's going on politically in this country at the moment, I don't think I've actually spoke to one person who thinks Keir Starmer's alright. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's a good Prime Minister, he's doing a good job. Not one. Not one. So if that's the consensus of the whole country, I mean, he must be the most unpopular Prime Minister ever. I mean, even worse than Liz Truss. I mean, she was bad. But yeah, even on the darts they were singing Keir Starmer's a wanker. But that's the darts, you know. Every sporting event you watch on TV, they're singing it, and it's just like, I don't think there's ever been a leader of any country anywhere ever that's had such vitriol and hatred and angst and anger aimed at them than bloody Keir Starmer. We need a change. This country seriously needs to change because at the moment we are a bit of a global laughing stock with the migrant crisis and the fact that veterans have fought and put their life on the line for this country, quite often losing limbs, you know, losing an arm or losing a leg or losing both legs or whatever, just are forced to live on handouts or sleeping on the streets. And that's criminal that that's allowed to happen. Absolutely criminal. And then you've got the poverty situation, 1 million children living in poverty, relying on handouts, having to go to food banks to survive. It's just mental. So yeah, this country needs massive change, a massive transformation. And you know, if that's going to be the Reform Party, then fine, because the usual lot can't be trusted, and that's been proven over the previous 3 governments. It's just been proven they just can't be trusted. They can't be trusted with the country's economics, they can't be trusted with the country's immigration system and the amount of people that just walk us into this country and take what they want. It's just, it can't go on. It's not sustainable. And something's got to give, basically. Anyway, that's my take on things. I hope it happens soon. don't fancy another 3 years of this government. There has to be a vote of no confidence in Starmer or some kind of Labour Party rebellion or something, because their popularity and their approval ratings at the moment is on the floor. So yeah, that's politics. Entertainment and celebrity I don't really do because it's boring. Sport. Leeds got beat yesterday. I went round to my best mates to watch it and it was terrible. And I think Daniel Farker, if we lose our next game, will probably be sacked. And I think a new manager is probably what's needed. Because with the players that we've got, we should be doing better than we are. And yeah, I'm afraid these days are numbered. So that's sport. What else is there? Formula One. It's a Grand Prix later on today. I'm looking forward to watching that. I kind of wonder what's going on with Ferrari, because a team like Ferrari really ought to be doing better than they're doing. I mean, the history and the performance, when you think about Ferrari, all you think about is like speed, performance, luxury, high-end cars that can like melt any racetrack in the world. Yet they're struggling behind Red Bull and Mercedes. And it's like, I mean, I drive a Mercedes, so you know I love Mercedes engineering. I think it's tip top, and this car is just an absolute pleasure to drive. It really is. But I've never driven a Ferrari, so I can't really compare. I just hope that next year that Ferrari gets some upgrades or something changes so they're more competitive. Just, you know, just to make F1 a bit more bloody interesting, really. Smoky exhaust. Let's go for it. Still, that was fun. It's to concentrate on this junction because it is notoriously dangerous and has been the scene of many an accident. Why are you out on a Sunday towing your bloody cement mixer of doom, going slowly on fast roads? approaching this roundabout because there's a really nasty pothole just before you get to it. And it can properly bounce you all over the road if you don't know it's there. You'd have to be one, yeah, mate. Bloody have to be. Slows here to 40 and you have to slow down because quite often there's a speed camera working just down there. So, we're coming towards the end of this waffle drive. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in next time when we'll go somewhere else. This solar farm here is huge, properly big, and it's going to expand, I believe. Actually, what time is it? Ooh, instead of going home, I think we'll extend the drive just a little bit further and actually stop the video when we reach the Civic car park. That seems like a good idea. Because this little section of road coming up can be fun to drive when you're in a vehicle. This is fun to drive. You just chuck it round here, indicate, then you can smack this bend properly like that, which is quite fun. I saw somebody do a review of this car, not my car, but same model, saying he doesn't understand why Mercedes would make a diesel sports car. Well, my point would be, why not? If you can make a diesel car perform to the standard that this performs at, and does the speed and the acceleration that this does, then why not do it? Because the fuel economy of a diesel car far superior than a petrol car. So if you can have a sports car that does between 45 and 65 miles to the gallon, depending on how you're driving it, then why wouldn't you? You know, just because it's a diesel, it can't be a sports car. I think a lot of manufacturers are missing the point, to be honest. Imagine having a diesel Ferrari that you could literally smash the pants off it and give it big beans. That's the speed camera up there, I think it is anyway. And be able to get between 50 and 60 mile per gallon. You'd buy one, you just would. Alright, there's the argument that, well, if you can afford a Ferrari, you can afford the petrol. Yeah, but what if you buy it second hand? And it's possible to buy second hand Ferraris at actually quite a reasonable price. So, And why not have a diesel car that can smash the pants off a lot of other cars on the road? Well, where are you going? Turd. So anyway, I'm biased because I love my car. That's all I can say really. It's fun to drive. It's a comfy place to sit and be. The sound system's banging. It's beautiful to look at on the outside. I'm happy with it, and that's all that matters really. I don't care what critics say, other car drivers say. It's how it makes me feel that's more important. And this car makes me feel good, and I like driving it, and it makes me smile. So, best car I've ever had, by a long shot. So yeah, we're going to call it that. If you've been tuning in, thanks very much. If you haven't clicked the subscribe button yet, what's wrong with you? No, please do, please do. I'm really grateful for everybody that does it. I'm really, really grateful for everybody that does it. And we'll call it quits, and I'll see you on the next one. Be nice to each other, be kind to each other, and yeah, see you on the next drive. Ciao for now.